Welcome back to Living 808. Authentic Moroccan cuisine has finally arrived in Kaimuki. Layla just opened their doors this week. Michelin-starred chef and owner Murad joins us now live with all of their details. Aloha.
Hi, how are you?
So good, and I'm so excited to be talking with you because when you talk about an all-star chef, I mean, the fact that you guys have multiple restaurants now here on Oahu is such a blessing. So tell us all about this one. What is Layla?
So Layla is a culmination of a lot of work that we've done, and it started about 15 years ago. When Chris came to work with me at Aziza in San Francisco, I was making traditional Moroccan food, and he basically fell in love with those flavors. And we worked together for about 4 years. Then he came back to Oahu, and he opened the Vintage Cave and Senya. And basically, we've been talking about opening a Moroccan restaurant in Oahu for the longest time. And finally, during the pandemic, I was able to take time off from San Francisco because the restaurants were shut down. And I came to Oahu, and I stayed here for about 7 months. And we started talking about it seriously. And that's when the idea came about to just open a Moroccan restaurant that is reminiscent of Aziza in San Francisco. But it's not just duplicating what we did in San Francisco, but also merging the two basically the two views of Moroccan food, from his perspective and my perspective, and that's how Layla came about.
Amazing. And if I read correctly, I think Aziza, it was the first ever Michelin-starred Moroccan restaurant in the U.S. Is that right?
That is correct.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was very gratifying to do that.
Yeah, I imagine. And so can you share a little bit about that? Because that in itself is so impressive. Can you share a bit about your background? You know, you're making Moroccan food for a reason. You're actually from Marrakesh, right?
Yes. So I came to the United States to go to college. I've never cooked in Morocco and never had any intention of becoming a chef. But I was really homesick when I came to the States. And that's how my connection with Morocco started to solidify through food. I did not like the food in America when I came here. I did not like the burgers. I did not like the fast food that was available to students at the time, cafeteria food. But I remember, like, back home, we would eat meals 3 times a day, and I took it for granted. But when I came to America, it basically became really clear to me that that was the glue that kept the family together, the community together. Cities even, like Marrakesh has a unique perspective on food than Casablanca or Rabat or Tangier. And that's when I realized the importance of food. And my connection with my home, I could only do through food. So I started cooking at home. And that's how I became involved with cooking. Once I graduated from college, I opened a restaurant.
That's amazing.
And I thought I was going to be there for a few months, 3 to 6 months, and then go back and go into the real world. But when I opened, it was met with such, you know, raves that I never left. And that was a long time ago.
And I have a feeling that this restaurant is going to be the same, going to be opening with raves. So can you share a little bit about it? I know we have some photos we've been showing from our good foodie friend, Sean Morris. What are some of the menu highlights?
When we opened, we wanted to make it easier for people to just come in, enjoy their meal without having to have a lot of choices. And sometimes it's nice to go into somebody's home and you don't know what to expect. You know, you walk in, they serve you food, and it just takes away a lot of the anxiety of having to order the right thing, what have you. So the menu is composed of a prefix, which is basically a 4-course dinner. It starts with the 7 salads, which is a number that is sacred in Morocco. 7 is like the good luck number in Morocco. So we start with a bunch of salads and dishes with flatbread. And basically, you just talk and enjoy yourself. And then you go into a 2nd course, which is a charred cabbage.
And that's the 7 right there, right? That's what we're looking at? That looks so good.
That is correct.
Amazing. Okay, and then we go into...
And then there's options in between.
Okay.
So you can have some luxury items like uni, you can have oysters, you can have a bestia, which is the epitome of Moroccan cuisine. It's basically a duck pot pie, sweet and savory, which is what represents Moroccan food. And it's shared amongst the guests. It's not something that you get on your own little plate, but you just dig in. In Morocco, we eat it with our fingers, which is a lot more fun. But I don't think we're going to expect people to do that here. And then you go into your entrees, and the entrees are meant to be shared. So the way we eat in Morocco is typically you go to the table and there's a bunch of stuff on the table and you just eat from the same vessel.
That's the best way to do it.
And it's psychologically is a really beautiful way of looking at nourishing yourself with the same things that are nourishing other people around you.
Oh my gosh, I love that way of eating and then of course thinking too.
Yeah.
So make sure you check it out. Again, it's in Kaimuki. Where exactly in Kaimuki?
It is at 1108 12th Avenue in Kaimuki. It's just a couple blocks away from Miro.
Perfect. And the website right there, LeilaH&L.com. So make sure you head on over, make your reservations. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
congrats
me.
on the new restaurant.
Thank you very much.
And congrats, of course, to our good friend Chris Kajioka as well, partnering up with you for another great one. Can't wait to check it out.